The Sterling Black Bears are back in Dodge City tonight as they are one step closer to their ultimate goal, a state championship from the United Wireless Arena in Dodge City, Kansas. This is Sterling Black Bear basketball, and it's semifinal night of the 2A Boys State High School Basketball Championship on Black Bear Broadcasting and shsblackbears.com. This activity is brought to you by Black Bear Broadcasting, its advertisers, and the member schools of the Kansas State High School Activities Association. No rebroadcast in whole or in part may be made without the written permission of the Kansas State High School Activities Association. I am Brian Richter and will be joined shortly by Clark Comley with his always insightful and mostly colorful commentary. Tonight, the 22-2 Sterling Black Bears face the 21-3 Moundridge Wildcats for the right to play in tomorrow night's state championship. Earlier today in the first semifinal, Linden defeated Sacred Heart 63-56. Sacred Heart will face the loser of this game in the third place game at noon tomorrow. Linden will play the winner of this game tomorrow night for all the marbles at 6:15. And we'll have that right here for you as well. We are glad you can join us again this evening. We are once again audio only tonight as the Activities Association has an exclusive live stream contract with NFHS. Next year that will probably be changing. We'll be should the Black Bears make it all the way again to state tournament, we would be able to bring you a live video stream. But for now, just audio. And I feel like I have all the kinks worked out tonight that plagued us last night, and thank all of you for sticking with us. For those of you who have also been video streaming through the NFHS app and on your computers, and you'd like to listen to our broadcast, you may try to sync our audio with their video. Many of you contacted us last night to let us know that you were able to sync, and I have slowed down our broadcast tonight to maybe make it a little easier for you to match up both. Either way, we're glad you can join us tonight on Black Bear Broadcasting. Moundridge, well, they're no stranger to the state tournament. They're making their 19th tournament appearance and winning 8 of those tournament in those championship seasons, 8 of 19. The most recent appearance was last year after a 10-year drought. It ended with a state championship. That championship run wasn't without drama. It ended, but it would end up with a, in the semifinals game against TMP, they needed a last-second shot to defeat the Monarchs 56-55. And then on championship night, they ran away with the crown, defeating Wichita Independent 66-46. Moundridge won the Marion Substate, defeating El Saline in the championship game 47-25. That avenged one of their 3 losses that the Wildcats had during the year. Last night, Moundridge defeated Jeff County North 57-43. With the retirement of Vance Unrau, Moundridge was faced with hiring a new head coach for the first time in 37 years. Well, they just looked a few miles north and hired Dustin Knitz, who was a longtime assistant to Kurt Kinneman at McPherson High School. Along with his hiring, he brought his 2 sons, Creighton and Kaiser. Creighton is a senior who leads the team in scoring and averages 17.5 points a game. Kaiser, who is a sophomore, is the point guard, and he is really more of a distributor, could probably score more, and an outstanding defender. Add them to last year's returning starters in 6'4" Bear Modelmog and 6'2" Henry Hecox. They have been a formidable tandem. Modelmog averages 13, and Hecox delivers 9 a game. 6'4" junior Zach Dixon rounds out the starting lineup. The Wildcats average 59 a game, and they only give up 39. The Sterling Black Bears made it to the semifinals this year for the first time since winning the state title in 2012. The Bears defeated Plainville last night, 57-43. All tied up after one quarter at 14 behind 5 points from Gabe Riffle and 9 from sophomore Boston Eckert. In the second, the Bears locked down defensively, holding the Cardinals to just 9 in that quarter. Sterling led 35-23 at the half. In the third, Sterling expanded the lead to 15 and looked like they were headed to a blowout, as the Shark pointed out, before Plainville mounted a nice little comeback and cut the lead to 6 before pulling away in the fourth to finish with a 14-point victory. Sterling Moundridge, they met in the regular season final. A lot of you saw that here, with Moundridge winning and defeating the Black Bears 54-52. Creighton Knitz that night, he hit a 15-foot jumper from the foul line with just under around 10 seconds left to give the Wildcats the final lead. Sterling couldn't convert their final possession and fell by those 2 points. In that game, Knitz led Moundridge with 21 points on 9 of 25 shooting. Hecox and Modelmog both chipped in 10. Moundridge, in a rare occasion for Sterling, and I haven't been able to say this very often, they dominated the Bears on the backboards. And that has to be a point of emphasis for Sterling tonight. The Black Bears did hold Moundridge to 35% shooting, but a number of those misses ended up being putbacks for buckets. Sterling leads the all-time series 27-26, but has lost the last 3, including last year's sub-state final in Sterling. None of the matchups have been as important, though, as tonight. And with that being said, this morning I visited with Coach Derek Schneider about last night's game and his thoughts on tonight's game. Coach Derek Schneider joins us this morning after last night's victory against Plainville, a convincing 57-43 victory over the Cardinals. Coach, what did you think about last night's game?
Yeah, I was very pleased. It wasn't our cleanest game by any imagination stretch, but we grinded and fought hard, and the game got a little tight later, and we kept our composure and fought hard. And I thought we played good defense for 3 quarters. First quarter, not quite so much, but we were able to kind of rebound. And I thought our guys were aggressive on offense, and that's what I told them to do before the game.
Yeah, Clark and I, we have a goal for you every game at 40 points is all you give up. So that's a little unrealistic. And Clark was worried at the end of the third, but you held him to just 7 points in the fourth and finished with 43. Yep. So we were fairly happy. The Shark is tough to please when it comes to defense.
Oh, for sure.
Let's talk about the opponent. Survive and advance really is what this is about. And tonight you play the Moundridge Wildcats. 3 weeks ago, you lost to them by 2 points over at their place, and they won last night, 55-37. So, tell us a little bit about what you have planned or thoughts on tonight's game.
Yeah, I mean they're good. Obviously, we had a great battle against them early in the year, and I don't imagine anything different tonight. And they're going to be big and physical. They're going to try to bully us around a little bit, and we need to also be big and physical because we are. And so we need to set hard screens, and we need to get through our cuts without them bodying us up around them. And then we need to rebound. The 2 big things from our last game that we took away negatives were rebounding and taking care of the ball. And so we need to clean those things up. And, last game we held them to 31% from the field, and we shot 42% from the field. And we're very pleased with those numbers. We just need to clean a couple things up, and I think we're sitting pretty good.
Yeah, I told you before, I felt like they kind of bullied us a little bit, and we weren't quite ready for that physical of defense that they played on the perimeter. And I'm sure tonight you'll be in much better mindset to handle that if that happens.
Absolutely. That game was. We had gone against some smaller opponents leading up to that Moundridge game, and I think they got us a little bit as far as surprised us by their physicality, and then I think we settled in the second half and were able to pound the ball at the basket with our guards and our posts, and we need to do that from the get-go this time.
Well, I'm excited for this, and I know you are too, and first time since 2012 that we've got to play on the second day, so that's got to be a big deal too, and I know your kids will be ready and you'll have them ready to go too. So thank you, Coach Schneider, for joining us. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Coach Richter. Appreciate it.
That was head coach Derek Schneider, and he had a lot more thoughts on that I won't share, but he felt very confident in his kids, and well, there's only one thing left.
School sports
Man, I
are
loved
played by
playing high school
humans.
sports growing up.
after a little fumbling there, I was finally able to find the Masters song. It's now time for the Precision Engraving Award Shark Bites of the game. And it's now time to bring in the no longer a myth, clearly a legend, the Clark the Shark Comley, and for his Shark Bites of the game. You got 2 minutes, Clark.
Well, in your interview with Derek, you talked about all the stuff that I've thought about. First off, let's clarify something. It was a 2-point game. We act like we just got pounded sometimes by Moundridge.
It is true.
We stinking had the lead till 10 seconds to go in the game.
You're right.
So, it was a great high school game, one of the better ones in recent memory for me. And hopefully we get it treated to the same thing tonight. But, what Derek said and you said, the rebounding and our inability to stop the last shot of the game. Really, what it came down to. We couldn't get the stops at a critical time. And my other thought is I don't think we're clicking on all cylinders right now. Ever since the Moundridge game, I don't ever feel like we're playing our very best basketball. Even in last night's pretty lopsided victory, and we've had lopsided victories coming down the stretch. I think tonight we're going to click and play our best game, but I could be wrong. So my shark bite is, if we play our best game, we're going to have another one of them dogfight games, down to the wire, or we may even get stretched the lead out to win the game going away. But if we don't, if we're not playing any better we've been playing, it could go the other way pretty quick. Those are my 2 thoughts. Do you think I'm off on my analyzation about maybe not playing quite our best basketball right now?
Not at all.
Okay.
I felt, and I may be totally wrong about this, I think our confidence got a little shaken by Moundridge, and there was a lot of whining about how, not from the kids, by the way, about how physical it was. I know we kind of said the same thing there, and I think a lot of it depends on how it's called. I do see Gerald Henderson down there. We've seen him before this year, an official, and not that officials are decide a game, but Coach Knitz has brought a little bit of a McPherson physicalness to their defense, and I just vividly remember Creighton Knitz just manhandling us out there in the front. Not necessarily illegal, but allowing to get away with a lot of body and holding, and not that. And you just said it. We lost by 2 points and had a chance to win or tie the game at the end of regulation, just couldn't convert. So we're going to pause now for the starting lineups as they will alternate tonight. Even though you can't see it, you can hear it. Those of you that are matching it up, you will be able to.
Coaches, administrators, and authority figures, and of course your team and opponents. Let's make today's contest great by remembering to respect the game. Remember, sportsmanship starts with me. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we welcome the Moundridge Wildcats as they make the starting lineup.
There are your starting lineups, and I think you mentioned it that night, Clark, that you had no doubt that these two teams would see each other again. I didn't know if that would happen or not, because you never know which side of the bracket they might be on, and of course it ends up being here. And so I think Sterling tonight, our sophomores did not come up big much at all over at Moundridge, and I think they are the key to this contest. I think we'll get solid performances out of our veterans, but I think having been through that game, I think they'll be more than ready tonight.
We're going to find out here in about a few seconds.
Are you nervous, Shark?
Not nervous as I thought I would be. Bigger crowd tonight, more like a state game should be.
Sterling with the large
brought
crowd.
A nice crowd, more than Moundridge, I'd say.
I would agree. There's on both sides, but
the student section's going better tonight. So
here we go. Bear Model Mog will jump against Carson Gray, and Carson cannot catch his own tip, so that will go to the Wildcats, or they'll re-jump. I think it should go to the Wildcats because it, yeah.
Gerald straightened him out.
Yeah, because he's old school.
We're messing with Gerald.
Can't catch the tip, your own tip. So Sterling will get the next possession. Henry Hecox, they throw a lob to Knitz, and he'll throw it away as the lob took him out of bounds. Zane Farney will bring it. I believe he was the one with the steal. Sterling spread him out a little bit offensively, and Model Mog is going to guard Beagley. Breyer drives to the basket, kicks it out to Riffle. Only one Black Bear at the backboard. Kaiser Knitz brings it across half court, guarded by Zane Farney on the right side. Got a high post, and he'll go off of it. Right side pass to Model Mog on the right side, guarded by Breyer. Riffle on the older Knitz. Beagley trying to find Hecox. Knitz goes, the younger one goes to the basket, follows his own rebound again, and gets his second tip quickly off the floor and gets a basket. And that is a problem, Clark.
Well, that's exactly what you said couldn't happen. And 1 minute in, it's exactly what happened. So let's hope we get that cleaned up a little bit.
Sterling runs a little wider set here.
Yeah, we're running with the high post. I don't know, we got Gabe at the top on this one. We had two high posts that last possession.
Zane goes baseline against Knitz. He'll miss everything. Long rebound out and a long forward pass to Model Mog. He'll pop for a three from the left wing, off no good, but a rebound by Hecox, and Sterling a step slow to everything. Model Mog drives baseline, pulls it back out. He'll get to the older Knitz now on the left side. Creighton, he'll go middle against Gabe Riffle, spins. Gabe gets him, but fadeaway is no good. Carson Gray with the rebound.
Nothing like having your post guarding their best player, their guard, their two guard.
Coach Schneider a little bit concerned about that.
There's a nice cut.
Gabe Riffle on the right side.
Got a little different offense than normal. We're not running as much motion.
Well,
trying to get it to our big guys, I think. I don't know why we wouldn't have Gabe having a perimeter, though.
It is motion, Clark. It's just a little bit wider, and the cuts are going to be a little bit wider than the normal in the middle of the lane.
This should be a shot here.
Colby Beagley couldn't find the three-point mark last night. Really, none of the Black Bears did. Quickly up is Barrett Model Mog in the right wing, guarded by Isaac Breyer, who did a nice job. Creighton Knitz will back it out to almost half court. Gets a pick from his big man and gets a backdoor cut by Kaiser Knitz.
They made two-foot shots so far.
Ran right by Zane Farney, and 5:32 remaining. Sterling down 4-0. Gabe Riffle on the right side, guarded by Hecox. Hecox will let him have that three-pointer. Farney goes against Knitz, the younger one. Kaiser in the middle of the lane, kicks it out to Gabe. Gabe will take a three-pointer and makes it. Gabe has been hot lately from the three-point line. At the 5:10 mark, Sterling finally gets a bucket.
He's been shooting more. Not that he's hot. We never shot him until this tournament.
He was huge last night.
Yeah,
16 points, 17 rebounds. Kaiser Knitz gets a set play. They're going to clear it out And his brother Creighton will go to the right side. He'll hand it right back to Kaiser, to Farney. He's going to the basket. Kicks it over to Modelmog on the left baseline. Modelmog from 3, no good. Farney goes up higher than everybody to get it. Isaac Breyer comes down with it, though, and he'll hand off to Farney. 4:38, 4-3, Moundridge.
Moundridge got what they wanted on that, though.
Wide open.
Yeah. So
Beagley.
we escaped it, but we were just getting beat up on the cuts there. Derek's going to be soon in the old officiating ear, I think.
Creighton Knitz guarding Isaac Breyer. In low to Carson Gray. Carson's surrounded by three people. Has it stolen from him. Hecox comes up with it. He'll lose it, but grabs it back. Creighton Knitz will start on the left side. Quickly to Hecox. Hecox goes baseline around Farney for a layup. And 6-3.
All layups.
And
well, we're going to get one back.
Gabe goes to the basket. And it'll go out on Gabe. He'll miss it, but it'll go out. And Newberry, Eckert, and Smith will check in for Sterling. Gray, Farney, Beagley out. Moundridge seems much more comfortable.
I would agree.
3:57 here in the first quarter. Sterling down 6-3. Kaiser Knitz to the right side, tries to go back past Wyatt Newberry, who slows him down. Now Barrett Modelmog's at the top with Isaac Breyer on him. Knitz on the left side gets a pick, and he'll go up for the 12-footer, and Gabe will pick up a foul as he missed the shot just inside the free throw line. And Gabe Riffle's first team foul. 3:37. Creighton Knitz to the free throw line. Knitz rolls it in. 7-3. 3:37. Into the game is Leighton Schmidt. He'll go in for Zach Dixon, who I briefly forgot his name. He was the one setting a lot of those interior picks around the free throw line area. Knitz goes 2 for 2. Sterling down 5. Blake Smith will bring it up. He struggled against the pressure of the Wildcats in that first meeting. He has Modelmog on him. Newberry with the younger Knitz here gets a pick from Gabe Riffle. He'll go around and have it swatted by Leighton Schmidt, picked up by Hecox. Hecox quickly up to Modelmog. Modelmog will back it out, and now Hecox will slow it down, guarded by Isaac Breyer. He'll go past Isaac, helped by Newberry, but Knitz finds his way under the basket, and Sterling has no answer to stop the dribble drive right now.
Yeah, they got 10 points, and 8 of them are layups. We're trying to get to the basket like they are. We're having no success, and they're having tons of success.
Breyer from 3 throws up a way off air ball.
Oh,
Gabe Riffle
what
with
an effort.
Great hustle. Boston from 3, no good.
Gabe going crazy.
Sterling is in danger right now. Quickly down is Moundridge. Hecox on the left side, guarded by Boston. Eckert, Knitz, younger one, hands off to his brother Creighton. Creighton hands off to Modelmog, guarded by Breyer. Gets a pick from Leighton Schmidt. Hecox with their dribble, and Kaiser Knitz out to Leighton Schmidt, and he knocks down a 3 from the top of the key. 2:13. Sterling down 10, 13-3. Farney, Beagley, and Gray get off the bench. Gabe will pick up a moving pick on Bear Modelmog and will be called for his second foul, which is absolutely huge for Sterling at the 2:01 mark.
Yeah, he's our best player right now. He's got 2 fouls in the first quarter.
It probably was a late pick. And the Sterling coaches will remind the officials about the Moundridge moving picks, I'm sure, just like everybody does. Kaiser Knitz at the top, back to his brother, down back to him, guarded by Farney. He tries to turn the corner to go right down the middle. Modelmog tries to shake Eckert. He will stop and go, misses. Smith with the rebound. He'll bring it. Blake will down the right side, and he will go middle, and with the left hand leave it short.
Well, 2 good things happened. We had a great defensive possession, followed by a layup. We just missed it. But yeah, that's on us.
Schmidt will push it ahead to Creighton Knitz, who will go baseline. Colby's a little slow to get there, and that will be a foul on Beagley. That'll be on the floor. Creighton Knitz will inbound it on the left side of the basket as we face it, and that will be a moving pick here. Actually,
we held him. That's a good call.
Colby Beagley with the foul on Creighton Knitz, and that will be his second. That will get Isaac Breyer quickly off the bench, and the look on the Sterling face is not good at the moment. Kaiser Knitz will inbound, looking for Model Mog. Throw it into Hecox, and he'll throw it right out of bounds as he was thinking that Leighton Schmidt was going to be over on the sideline. Threw it to the Sterling bench. Sterling can't panic here and try to get all of it back at once. This is a grind, and that's the only way to look at it too. They only allow 39. Sterling got 52 the first time. Pass into Carson Gray down low, puts Leighton Schmidt on his back. Shots up, but no good. Carson to the free throw line.
I truly believe that's what we wanted to do at the outset of the game, and within 2 possessions, we kind of already lost what we were working on. Probably. I mean, I could be wrong on that, but I think that's the first time we've gone back to the game plan.
1:08 remaining. Gray to the free throw line. It is good. Boston had 18 last night. 1:08 here in the first. Sterling's gotten off slow starts recently in the first quarter. Carson misses that one, but a rebound bounces out to Kaiser Knitz, and he'll walk it across half court. Farney will pick him up. Schmidt will back it up to the right side, goes in low to Bear Modelmog, who will push Blake Smith out of the way, and the jump hook is good. That's actually Henry Hecox.
A nice play.
It was. 46 seconds remaining.
We'll go back into Carson. There we go.
We'll go down to Carson. They look to double. They won't, but that will be another foul.
Be nice if one of those would go in.
Yes, sir. Leighton Schmidt will pick up his second, and that will get Zach Dixon off the bench. Those two, they don't really look to contribute much more than fouls, but Schmidt already hit a 3 on us tonight. Carson back to the free throw line, 15-4, 38 seconds remaining, and Carson misses the first one. Dixon in for Schmidt. Sterling with 2 of their starters with 2 fouls each, Gabe Riffle and Colby Beagley. I would guess we'll see Gabe at the start of the second quarter. Carson up, and it rolls in. Lead back to 10 for Moundridge. 37 seconds left. Kaiser Knitz will roll it or walk across half court, do a 2 high post set at each of the elbows, and they'll take the last shot.
Well, they do have a 10-point lead, so it makes sense.
Yes, it does. Shorten the game and limit the possessions. Got a set play coming here. Hecox's going to set. Actually, it's going to be Dixon who will set the pick. They let Kaiser go all the way baseline through the round. It goes to a shot by Creighton Knitz, and somehow Sterling avoids a bad look there as they had two Wildcats ready for the rebound.
Yeah, first quarter goes to Moundridge, obviously.
It does, and we'll stop now for a 30-second timeout from your State High School Activities Association.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by the KSHSAA and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
I've been preaching this for several games, but it seems like we need to lay off the perimeter and let them hit a couple threes and quit giving up so much driving space. trying to guard so hard out on the perimeter and make them hit a couple. If they hit a couple, okay, maybe we go back out there, but we gave up, out of their 15 points, most of those were layups.
I don't disagree with you, Clark, and that's one thing I didn't ask Coach Schneider about this morning. We didn't really talk about that aspect of it. Beagley back in the game, Farney with it at the top of the key. He tries to go around Kaiser Knitz, and Kaiser will be called for a foul. Actually, it will be.
Really good play by Zane. That was encouraging, actually.
The ball went in the basket for Zane. It will be on the floor. First foul on Kaiser Knitz. His first foul.
That had to be done, though, what Zane just did.
It's going to have to. We can't stand and shoot perimeter shots all night long.
And Carson's got to be strong enough to get this up.
Carson will be fouled by Creighton Knitz, but you're right. He got it on the inbounds play at the left low block. And
got to get that up to the glass somehow. Just got to muscle it up there.
7:43 just started the second quarter. Isaac Breyer inbounds. Colby quite couldn't get his feet set. It goes rims out. Colby yet to hit a three yet in this tournament, as is almost all of the Black Bears have yet to get one. Beagley now on Creighton Knitz. Wyatt Newberry comes over to help. Modelmog over the top. Isaac Breyer gets away with a shove. Modelmog all the way over to the right side. And Creighton Knitz will drive to the basket. One-handed floater fadeaway is good.
I think we ought to double him, make him shoot threes to beat us, and not let him get that far down the paint.
Zane will walk it across. Beagley clear out by the timeline, or the timeline. Farney at the top has Carson on this right side. He has Zach Dixon posted up. Carson misses it, gets a steal, and that will be a second foul on Kaiser Knitz.
You know, Carson got to make some layups for us.
Actually, that'll be the first foul on Zach Dixon. Second foul, maybe. That will be his first. Eckert, Smith, and Riffle in for Sterling, along with Breyer and Beagley. 6:50. Smith opens up and is checked by Kaiser Knitz. They'll double Gabe quickly. Lots of arms and hands in there. I would agree.
There's another foul. He still made it.
Colby goes down the middle after he picked it up and shoved it in the basket is about how I would say it. Sterling's not going to win this thing shooting threes, and I think you're rightly saying it. They've got to shoot from the perimeter and force him to beat us from there, because he killed us inside the lane in the earlier game. Kaiser Knitz out to his brother Creighton at the top of the key, and he'll take a 25-footer. He did have two last night.
I'm sure he can make it, but let's make him make a few instead of giving him layups.
Boston will have it stripped.
Oh, that lucked out.
Gabe Riffle.
Stripped right to us.
Boston went to the basket left hand, did not go strong, as that was the problem in the previous game, and Gabe found it right under the basket and put it in. 17-9, Moundridge. Hecox on the left side throws it to Kaiser Knitz in the left baseline. Zach Dixon posts up, but he'll set a screen instead. Eckert comes over to help. Hecox on the right baseline. Skip pass to Modelmog from 22. Back iron, no good. Blake Smith with the rebound. Sterling will push with Blake Smith. One-handed pass to Isaac. And
my gosh, guys.
Throws it away. Isaac tried to save it, and Colby Beagley will pick up his third foul, fouling Creighton Knitz on the run out. And just a good play turned into two bad.
Yeah, we just can't turn it over like that. We just got to slow down a little bit.
There was no reason
no reason to even try to do it.
Isaac probably, if he could have it back, he probably would have just eaten it. Tried to save it, and Knitz will miss the free throw, so Sterling could cut it, had it a chance to cut it to 6. Now it's to 10. They'll go low to Gabe, and that will be a foul as he ball faked Hecox, but he was fouled from behind by Zach Dixon. No, Hecox will get that foul. That is the fourth team foul. Gabe will shoot 2 Off the bench is Heath Churchill. The sophomore, he'll check in for Dixon as Gabe makes the first one. Gabe playing with 2. Colby out now with 3. 5:06 remaining, and Gabe will miss the second one. And Modelmog with the rebound. Kaiser Knitz will bring it across half court. He'll be checked by Farney. They go a little low set. Modelmog pushes his way to the basket and will be fouled by Isaac Breyer. I think Isaac got him on the arm.
Maybe.
Sterling just 3 of 13, while Moundridge 8 of 17. And as Clark mentioned, those were most of them right point blank. Modelmog with the free throw is good. 450, 20-10. Moundridge. And Hecox pushes.
Push Boston clear out of bounds practically.
He makes them both, does Modelmog, 21-10. Largest lead now for the matches it. Farney at the top of the key. He'll shoot a 3, no good. And Modelmog high up over Blake Smith.
All right, we better get stop here.
Kaiser Knitz across at the top of the key. Looks to a back door to Modelmog. Modelmog tries to shake Isaac. Isaac will push him baseline, stops him. Skip pass to Creighton Knitz, fires a 3, no good, and it will go off a Black Bear as Heath Churchill was reaching over the top and forced an out of bounds on Sterling. Another lost possession for the Black Bears. 4-12, Coach Schneider talking to Gerald Henderson. Hecox on the baseline, Knitz on the right side, extended. He'll go to the middle against Gabe, and that will be a charge on.
I don't know about that call.
I don't know either.
I mean, I don't know which way it was going to go, but I think Gabe fell down.
Well, that would have been Gabe's third. That is the second on Creighton, and that will get Zach Dixon off the bench. So Beagley with 3, Creighton Knitz with 2. Gabe Riffle with 2, 4:04 remaining. Sterling down 11. Sterling's actually been down 12 during this. Isaac finally gets an open look. It's deep, no good. Gabe Riffle doing man's work. Reverse layup, good. 3:43, 21-12, Moundridge. Kaiser Knitz the right side, hand off to Bear Modelmog. He'll hand off to Churchill. Modelmog hands off on the right side to, he handed it off to Henry Hecox, and Eckert will get caught with his hand in there. That will be the third team foul on Sterling. Gray and Newberry in. Eckert out, that'll be his first. Farney out. I believe that's Boston's first. Yes, it is. This has hurt us. Their inbounds play a little bit early. At least they got good looks. Hecox on the left side, dribbles middle, throws it to nobody in particular. Churchill somehow comes up with it. Kaiser Knitz to Henry Hecox on the baseline, and he nails a 3. And
it's good possession for them.
24-12 as we come up on the 3-point mark. And really, Sterling has not found.
We need to get it down in where we go. There we go.
Carson by 3. Wildcats. Gabe with another 3. That's no good.
Grab it, Carson.
And Sterling has.
We need to go get the rebound there.
Yeah, 2 on the boards, and Sterling cannot find the bottom in that.
This guy's hot.
Hecox with another one.
There.
Carson with the rebound. Blake will run it out. He doesn't have numbers, handed off to Gabe. Gabe runs into Hecox, and that will be a foul. Could be on Hecox. And if so, that could be his second. No, yes, it is. So Hecox, Creighton Knitz, and Leighton Schmidt with 2. Gabe Riffle to the free throw line. 2:38.
Yeah, we missed a few free shots.
Sterling just 3 of 7 from the free throw line, 4 of 17 from the field. I guess Gabe did hit that one three-pointer, but that's not good for the
Okay, we got
Black Bears.
2:38. It looks like his philosophy is to sit him with 2 fouls. So we got 2:38 to go without 2 of their main dudes on the floor. So there we go. Go back up with it, Carson.
Carson gets
There
the
you
miss,
go.
throws
Go
it
back up
no
with
good.
it, Carson. There you go. What's that on Boston? But nice to see Carson do that. Just kind of take it over for a second.
So what Clark was saying there is Carson got the rebound off the Riffle miss, put it back up twice, no good, and the foul was on Boston Eckert, his second. 2:30 left. Kaiser Knitz will bring it across. Wyatt Newberry will check him, standing on a Zach Dixon pick. Into the game is Keppel Adolph.
I don't think I'd let him kill 2 minutes off with
No,
the best
I
players on the
agree.
bench. I get up and guard him now.
Churchill down to Dixon on Gray. He'll turn to the middle, fade
Wow,
away.
Carson's found the crud out of him. Why,
And
Carson?
Carson will
Just
foul.
get your hands up.
Carson will foul Zach Dixon, and that will be, I believe, Carson's second foul. Actually, that'll be his first foul.
He didn't need to do it. The guy's going to probably miss that shot if he just goes straight up.
Dixon to the free throw line. He'll bang it off the back. They're now 4 of 6, whereas Sterling just 3 of 8 from the free throw line. He'll go 1 of 2. Lead out to 13. Now 2 minutes left in the first half. Newberry to the left side to Eckert. Eckert will go around Churchill to the basket, will be fouled by Churchill.
All right, make some foul shots, boys.
Carson makes, actually, yes, that will be Churchill. Carson makes around 80%, or Boston makes about 80% of his free throws. (25-13), 150 now in the second. Sterling got to cut it to under 10 with 2 of their starters on the bench. 25-14.
There, he's saying get up and guard him. I agree with this.
Sterling with
Make them play, not kill the whole minute off of their guys on the bench.
Wyatt Newberry will harass.
Well, that's off their guy.
He'll harass Kaiser Knitz, and the ball will bounce literally off his foot as he tried to dribble it out. And Keppel Adolph will pick up quickly, but Boston will bring it across half court. Boston picks up his dribble at the half court, or at the top of the key. Boston
Go,
on the left
Boston.
side.
There we go.
He'll go, and the floater will fall.
I thought it was a charge, possibly.
No, he fell down.
I
Clark.
know, but
The
I think if he
official
would have held his ground, it
Yes.
would have been a charge.
I 100% agree.
But he didn't. I agree. He flopped.
Right in
They
front of
did
you.
not reward him for it.
No.
That's a
No.
foul. Just not very smart on some of the stuff we're doing.
Fouling on a dribbler 25
Yeah.
feet from the basket will send him, Churchill, to the free throw line. We're trying to get it all back at once. It just appears.
This is kind of how we've been doing the last few games. Just
Yes.
uncharacteristic.
25-16, 112. Churchill short. Smith and Farney back in with Gray and Riffle and Breyer on the floor. Churchill misses that one. Nearly an offensive rebound by Zach Dixon amongst 4 Black Bears. Farney will bring it down the left side, coming up on 1 minute. Isaac Breyer
Let's get
back
something going at the goal. Get it to our post. There you go.
Breyer gets it down into Gray. Gray splits him.
That's okay. He got it to the rim because we can clean it up.
He misses it, 25-18, 54 seconds left. Did Gabe with his 2 fouls. 46 seconds. Kaiser Knitz hands off to Keppel Adolph. Adolph takes Smith to the lane. A floater.
Oh,
is
big
good.
shot for them.
It really was.
That kid just came up huge with us on a nice little run here. Go back down to our big guys.
34 seconds left. Carson at the elbow.
Just go at him, Carson.
Looks to take Zach Dixon with
swing it.
Adolph digging him. Gray down in the middle turns, and that will be an offensive foul as he hooked Dixon. Wildcats play with a little bit more chip and energy than Sterling. Everything they do has some energy behind it. And Dixon fired up. 27-18, 19 points.
It should be, because we had a chance to get with. If they don't hit that runner and we hit one there within 5 going to half.
Right.
So they should be fired up. They're back to chance to take a 10-point lead when we made our run.
10 seconds left. Kaiser Knitz on the right side.
He's not giving this up, I don't think. Just come over there.
Skip pass to Adolph. He'll go middle. Isaac chases Modelmog. Modelmog shoots it. It will be no good.
I thought he nailed it.
It looked like. So after 2 quarters, Sterling 18, Moundridge 27, and the Black Bears have been punched hard. We'll stop here for a message from your state high school activities association.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Kansas at highschoolofficials.com.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the KSHSAA and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back in Dodge City, and Sterling finds himself down 27-18 at the half. A few stats here for you, as there's a dance team that we will not watch, and we will give you some stats while they are dancing, so then we'll get you back to your Black Bear Pep Band as they're sharing time tonight with the Moundridge Wildcats. Moundridge, 10 of 22, 45%, 2 of 10 from the three-point line, and 5 of 9 from the free throw line, but 17 rebounds, and 3 of those. Sterling doing a little bit better tonight. 5 turnovers for Moundridge. Excuse me, they are led by Henry Hecox with 7. Creighton Knitz with 6, as long with his brother Kaiser with 6. Kepa with 2 as he hit that tough bucket there at the end. Zach Dixon with a point, 3 rebounds. Modelmog with 2 points. So Sterling doing fairly well. It's just on the offensive end where Sterling is just ice cold. 6 of 21, 28% from the field. 1 of 8 from 12, and that was from Gabe Riffle, who has made, I think, 3 on the year and shot 5. So give credit to the Moundridge defense there. They are 5 of 10 from the line, and that won't win it tonight if they don't improve that, as Moundridge found themselves in foul trouble, but not enough to really for Sterling to close the gap. And I did want them to get it within under 10, and they did do that. I wanted to check last night. Sterling was 3 of 16 last night from the three-point line, and tonight just 1 of 8 those 3 last night came from actually, that is not correct. Last night, the Black Bears were 2 of 13 from 3, and those being from 2 from Boston Eckert. Tonight, just 1 from Gabe Riffle, and Sterling hasn't shot this ice cold all season, and they are over almost a 40% three-point shooting team for the season. And but it's not going to be 1 from the three-point line at all. It's going to be 1 at least on the defensive end, and then down in the post. Sterling with making 34% of their three-point attempts this year, and struggling tonight. But more importantly, 6 of 21. I'll bring in the Shark now.
How many threes have we taken tonight?
We have taken 8. Sterling
Seems
has.
like we've not taken 8. But
a lot of those were, well, there were 4 taken in the second quarter there.
What's your thoughts? Are we in trouble?
I haven't seen, it seems like we are a step slow everywhere. They're a step faster than us on the offensive end. They're a step faster than us on the defensive end. And not that we look tired, but I don't see that. They seem to, I don't know if they want it more, but they're more into it, if that makes any sense to you. I don't know. Sterling quickly out of the locker room. Earliest I've seen them all.
They don't usually come out this quick.
No.
Must have had a few quick words.
Well, you got to mentally get after it right now and say we're not going to lose, and that's how you have to play. But you have to be smart doing it. And been a few occasions.
I have seen it, not so much with this year's teams, but often this would be the norm in the past.
And what do you mean by that?
Certainly we'd be behind by 8, 10, 5, 6 at half. In the middle of the third, fourth, the other team starts getting in foul trouble.
Yes.
We're getting, all of a sudden they can't guard us going to the rim. The problem is we're the one in foul trouble.
Yes, we are.
And they're doing what we did, at least to us, in the first half, what we like to do to others. And this has been a three-point shooting team.
It has.
So our strength of three-point shooting, their strength is guarding that.
It is.
It's not guarding the post.
Right. Agree.
And so it makes us play a game that we haven't had to play a lot of, where our posts have to do a lot of the scoring and have to touch the ball a lot.
And when we're doing it, they are surrounding us with 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And so
we're not able to get it. We're not physical enough with the ball to get it out of there and get it swung around to an open three-point shooter. It's too slow. By the time we've made our move and got it out of there, they've already recovered.
The athleticism of them has surprised me a little bit. I don't recall it. I do recall it at the earlier game, but they're able to get to the lane at will. And a lot of that's their offensive sets, too, that they run. There's a lot of picks and a lot of trash that our defenders have to run through.
I don't mind us being behind. Even at the third quarter, I don't mind being down by 8. I do mind being down by 18, 16.
Yeah.
Even 14 at the quarter. So we need to play even here in the third, not mount up any more fouls. And we'll make a run in the fourth. I'm pretty convinced we will. Thing is, we had our run.
Had a chance.
Going.
Yep.
And the kid makes that floater in the lane, and then something happened bad for us. It's like we blew it.
Well, we had a chance to get it within 6, and we turned it over off a really nice offensive rebound when it was nearly thrown out of bounds, and Isaac saved it and threw it back in bounds like I would have too, and turned into a layup and a three-point. It did not turn into a three-point play, but it was a finished layup. Sterling started 4-0 behind before Gabe Riffle at the 5:10 mark would hit that three-pointer, and the lead would get out to 11 in the first quarter, and Sterling would trail 15-5 after 1. A quick basket by the Wildcats would make it 17-5, and Sterling was playing serious catch-up after that. The lead would get out to 13 at the 2-minute mark, 25-12, and I believe that's when Creighton Knitz went out with his second foul. And Sterling cut into the lead. We wanted it to be below 10 at the half, and it is at 9, 27-18, about 1 minute before the second half begins. I don't know that Coach Schneider really does this, but this is when I would look into the eyes of the seniors and say, you have to lay everything in your whole being on the floor right now and play as smart and as hard as you possibly can and leave no questions tonight when you go to sleep that you did all of you could, and of course not just the seniors, but did all that you could to make it happen and live with that. Moundridge with the basketball, right side Hecox, and they'll go high-low to Modelmog on the inside, kicks it out to Kaiser Knitz. Creighton down low to Zach Dixon, who traveled but no call. Creighton will go middle. He'll fade away, and he is just able to get separation, Clark, that very few kids at the high school level can get.
He needs to be doubled on that and made to kick it or stay outside the perimeter and shoot threes, one of the two. We got to quit letting him get to that spot.
He just is able to get
Here's what we want. That's okay. Yeah, there we go.
Zane with
it doesn't really matter if we make that first shot on the drive because usually it goes to our guy on the other side.
Zane will drive to the basket, throws it off the backboard. Isaac had really good position and gets the rebound, but he'll be hammered from behind by Zach Dixon, his second. Isaac to the free throw line. First one is good. 29-19, 7-18. It's got to be 1 point at a time and one possession at a time.
Yeah, they need to beat us with them making threes.
Right.
Not with them shooting in the lane. Layups and these things in the lane. They need to hit threes to beat us. If they hit threes and beat us, we lose.
Right.
But that's not happening.
It looks like the halftime thought was to go inside for Moundridge, is to throw it in, and
they got what they want here.
Creighton Knitz will have it blocked by Gabe.
That was a tough one there. We
pops
got
it out of Gabe's hands.
He got it, and he got it back.
Pops it out of Gabe's hands, and he'll get the rebound. Creighton Knitz will, or the steal, and put it back. And so Sterling has made very few breaks for itself. Carson to the middle, right hand.
It's encouraging that he made that. Maybe get some confidence going on Carson.
6:38, 31-22. Creighton Knitz right side extended. Hecox to the left to Kaiser. They'll go down into the low post to Dixon, and he'll throw it up and get it to go over Carson Gray.
Carson shouldn't give up that much ground on that tag.
And that appears to be their game plan. Colby Bigley drives baseline, throws it away to Creighton Knitz. And Moundridge looking to try to just lock this baby down, and they miss.
It's a big miss.
Will it was.
Huge miss there. We need to get in a good attack.
Isaac should have gone up there, draw that foul as Modelmog came over. That's my opinion. They'll kick it out and start again. Farney on the left side, no movement from Sterling. Gabe on the right side, he'll go to the basket and be charged with a offensive foul. And they'll return that. And so he'll knock down Modelmog or Hecox. That'll be the third foul on Gabe Riffle.
Tough call there.
Sure was. 33-22, 5:47. Knitz over the Hecox to the middle. Handoff to backdoor cut by Creighton.
Yeah, another layup.
Knitz, and either Sterling's helping too much or somebody is turning their head and losing it. Gray in the middle. He'll be harassed by 3 people, have it stolen. And Moundridge looking to blow this thing open. Model Mog off the
We got
glass.
lucky. Throw it up.
Sure
Let's go.
did. Carson Gray, who's late to the, just barely crossed the half-court line as the ball went off the glass. He'll get it thrown to him. Colby Beagley fires. Finally,
hey, we made one.
A 3. 25 to 35, 35-25, 5:03. Coach Schneider, I believe, with a 30-second timeout.
Okay, that's a big miss on their drive and a big
huge.
hit there.
2 huge misses that they had there out of those 3 possession. But Creighton Knitz, he dominating this game right now. He only had 6 at half, but he has 10 and 2 big. The big one was the putback that he had after Gabe blocked the shot. So with 5:03, Sterling trailed by 9 at halftime, find the down 10 now. Smith, Newberry, and Eckert in
We
for
need
Sterling.
to keep attacking the basket on offense.
Have to.
And not so much gambling and getting behind our guy on defense, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Rebound the misses. Make them shoot threes.
Creighton Knitz down.
They
to
like
Zach
this
Dixon.
here.
And Blake Smith will fall down, but Dixon will get the rebound, and Sterling will foul. I believe that might be on Wyatt Newberry. It will be on Wyatt, and Dixon to the free throw line, and Blake Smith is guarding Dixon in that low post. Dixon will miss it, but Sterling cannot trade baskets. 4:45 remaining. Smith will go middle around Hecox, and there will be a huge foul. Gabe goes down, and
I think it's on Hecox, maybe.
it will be on Hecox.
Yeah,
that will be his third.
They need to do that. I know it looked ugly.
Yes, it was, but you're right, Clark. 4:39 into the game is Heath Churchill for Hecox. He can afford to sit him with a 10-point, 12-point lead with his third foul. Blake Smith will inbound on the right side, throw a lob to Boston, really to nobody. Creighton Knitz should have probably been called for a foul. Zach Dixon will, as Gabe Riffle gets the rebound.
Good call. He was over Gabe's back.
Thought it could have been a little earlier.
We got lucky on the inbounds pass.
Leighton Schmidt will enter for Dixon. Dixon with 3 fouls. Schmidt had a big 3 in the first half. Smith on the left side will inbound. Beagley at the top of the key, guarded by Model Mog.
Yep, I like this. I like that. There
Eckert,
it is.
He'll go to the basket against Creighton Knitz, who commits the foul.
Yep.
Doesn't like it, but will be his third. Has a conversation with the officials.
It was a big call.
Of course, his dad doesn't like it, but no coach has ever liked any call. Sterling will inbound again. This time to Blake Smith.
Keep driving it. Keep driving it.
Blake with the backdoor pass
Come
to
on.
Wyatt Newberry.
Turn the ball over, guys.
And Sterling misses an opportunity. Creighton Knitz to the middle, throws it away as he's trying to throw it to Barrett Modelmog. Zane Farney in for Wyatt Newberry. 3 team fouls on Moundridge, 2 on Sterling. Moundridge will take a full timeout, and
I think he wants to talk to refs about something.
Coach Knitz.
Yeah, maybe not.
Conversation, but either way, it is a full timeout by Moundridge. Nice crowd from Sterling, Clark.
Yeah, it's more like I was expecting last night, kind of. I guess my expectations were a little bit off on the.
You were told this seats how many for basketball?
Didn't he say 36?
It can, yes.
36?
With the end zone, 1 end zone, but you wouldn't want to sit down there very much. It's quite a ways from the action.
One of the nicest arena in the state of Kansas, I'd say.
I would agree.
It's got to be.
It's sort of intimate.
Yeah, I like it.
4:18, Sterling down 12.
Believe it or not, I think things are going our way at this moment in time.
Visually, yes.
We just need to keep driving the ball.
Visually, yes.
Get it to
Scoreboard,
Gabe
no.
down low.
Zane goes to the right side. Colby with a quick trigger. It's good.
That's encouraging. He's starting to feel better about a shot there. No hesitation in that one.
No, you got to let it go now. If you're not now, win. 4 minutes now. Sterling back to the 9-point deficit that they started the half with. Keppel Adolph now in. Modelmog top of the key, left wing to Kaiser Knitz, into Leighton Schmidt. Didn't post Riffle up. Kaiser tries to take Farney, dribbles the baseline, swing pass, Modelmog from 22, and buries
He answered it.
And
Now that was good offense, though.
It was.
I don't want to say that it wasn't anything but just really nice by Moundridge. They deserved to make the shot.
They did. And it was deep. Boston on the right will take Churchill and back it out. Boston stuck, no place to go. Blake Smith has it. Boston will fire the three. It's short, no good. Adolph will not run it down, but keeps it from a Sterling player getting it, and it will go to Moundridge. 3:13, 40-28. And in the meantime, Creighton Knitz sits and Heacock sit on the bench, and Sterling yet to make inroads into this lead.
I would agree with that comment. We got 3 minutes if he's going to sit him out the whole rest of the quarter to get this thing back within 6 or 8.
And he can afford it.
Yeah. And we need to guard them now when they're on the bench.
Right. Kaiser goes to the middle, runs over Colby Beagley, and that will be his third
Say that
foul.
cannot be a foul on Colby, just
Right.
standing there.
Yeah. Colby with 3 in the first half. Kaiser with his third foul.
All right, drive the ball right at Kaiser if he's going to leave him in there.
Well, they gave it to.
Yeah, they gave it to him. He's only got 2 fouls, though.
I apologize. Well, they gave it to.
They gave it to Kaiser.
They gave it Leighton Schmitz, who they have on the board. Either way. Actually, you're right, Clark. Read it wrong. Isaac will finally go middle, up, and he will be.
Oh,
that was
now
close.
that might have been a charge there of all
been.
the shot times.
Keith Churchill will be called for the foul. Isaac came off the right wing, dribbled middle left hand, stopped from about 12 feet, and floated into Heath Churchill. And Isaac will be fouled, and that will be the 15th foul on Moundridge. Isaac to the line for 2. Isaac yet to get a field goal, but he is now 3 for 3 from the line tonight. He makes them both. 30-40, 2:43.
All right, can we get a stop when we need to get stops, which is kind of right now. If we could get a stop here without the main 2 dudes.
Kaiser Knitz takes Farney down in the lane, and he'll kick it out to Schmidt. Now Modelmog guarded by Isaac Breyer on the right side. Handoff to Churchill. Churchill will go middle, guarded by Gabe. And
Could not get a stop.
He'll get
Gave up another layup.
The layup. 42-30. 2:14.
That's a good move by Zane.
Zane to the middle, throws it off the glass too hard, and it'll rim out. Moundridge quickly up. Kaiser Knitz to the middle.
Another layup.
Churchill.
Gave up another layup.
Churchill with a sweet pass to Leighton Schmidt, and the bench has taken over for the Wildcats. 155, 44-30. And give Moundridge credit as their bench has picked up the slack mightily.
God, Kobe's just going to let it go.
I don't know. He threw up a really short air ball. Might have gotten blocked, I guess, because it was about 5 feet short. Sterling on the ropes. 130. Churchill on the baseline to Schmidt. He'll kick it back out to Churchill. Now Adolph out will bring it to the top of the key. Near the timeline, 119. He'll go around Breyer, and Riffle will block it. come out of the help to block it. Farney quickly ahead to Isaac. Farney now with it at the top of the key, 1:06 remaining. Colby will go down to Carson. They won't double, and Carson will just throw it away.
I actually thought it was a good pass when he threw it, but I was wrong.
They didn't double it and left the
That's foul.
Left the defender on the left side. Isaac Breyer will foul, I believe, Keppel Adolph, and that will be the third team foul on Sterling. Smith and Eckert back in for Sterling. 14 down, 49 seconds left. Sterling staggering right now.
Yeah, we're on the ropes.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of went like I said at half.
You did.
We did what we needed to do.
Defensively, just haven't been able to come up with anything.
But they got 44 points after you're not even into the third, so.
Sterling will take a 30-second timeout.
And the sad part is it's not their main dudes.
It is not.
It's their two of their better players on the bench.
Adolph with 2, Churchill with 2, Schmidt with 5. Kaiser Knitz with 8. Zach Dixon with 5. And Creighton Knitz with 10. And Hecox with 7. And Modelmog with 5. That deep 3 just a minute ago. And Kaiser Knitz will inbounds in front of the Moundridge bench. 49 seconds left. Churchill will have it. He'll try to go around Boston Eckert. Looks like they're going to try to hold for one if they possibly can. Colby nearly gets a steal on Knitz at the half-court line. Knitz will go around him. Kicks it out to Schmidt. Modelmog now with it. Goes around Isaac. Modelmog will back it out to the top. Hands off to Adolph.
Kill the whole quarter here.
23 seconds left. As Clark
We're not really
out.
letting them. They're just doing it.
Blake Smith now guarding Adolph. Bigley on Kaiser Knitz. 13 seconds, 12. And
Don't foul him now.
Sterling with 3 team fouls, and Colby picks up his 4th foul 40 feet from the basket. Will not send them to the free throw line, but with 8 seconds left. The foul wasn't a terrible foul, it just was the wrong person committing
I would
it.
agree.
8.7, 44-30. Schmidt inbounds, stuck on with Riffle. Adolph, right side, Churchill. No, they will not get it off. And Moundridge is able to extend the lead 5 points in that third quarter and trail. Sterling does 44-30.
Well, miracle is not, it's too strong, but we're going to have to play better down this last quarter. And we're going to have to, all the stuff I've been saying, we're going to have to punt all what I'm saying and scramble.
Yes.
We're going to have to just guard like crazy.
Guard like crazy.
Take risks, try to steal it, and they're pretty good at handling the ball. It's just not going to be a good thing for us. We're going to shoot a lot of layups here probably because we're gambling. But the thing is, we got to get shots up. We got to somehow score 20 points in this quarter and hold them to 6.
They weren't able to do all of this. Of course, you got to remember Sterling, and I didn't have the stats from the first time. Sterling, we led at half over there a lot because of our three-point shooting.
We made a lot of baskets.
And we were leading, but it sure didn't feel like it. And tonight, they have been able to get to the basket when they want to, it appears. Sterling will inbound. Newberry, Smith, Eckert, Riffle, and Breyer on the floor to start the fourth quarter. Smith will get a pick from Riffle. Riffle will be knocked down by Bear Modelmog.
It's his first foul.
Just his
Played
first.
the whole game. He only got one.
He'll look for another one from Riffle. Smith will go against Dixon, throws up a prayer. No good. Modelmog with the rebound. And Coach Schneider is in your scramble mode now. Hecox will go to the left side, dribble it back out, throws a pass cross court to Modelmog. Modelmog ball fake to the baseline, kicks it out to Kaiser Knitz, right side. He'll go to the basket. Eckert will block it. Boston will bring it. Creighton Knitz back on the floor. Boston will go to the basket and will be fouled. Who will it be on? Dixon or Creighton Knitz?
On 2. Well,
it will be on Creighton Knitz.
That's a big foul for us.
It is. But with a 14-point lead, his 4th foul.
Doesn't seem so big.
No. And
we couldn't really take advantage of it for the last 3 minutes when he was on the bench.
Exactly. Boston the line for 2 free throws. Makes the first. 44-31, 7-19. Boston makes the second, 44-32. Sterling picks up full court pressure. Creighton will drive against Blake Smith, turn to the middle, kicks it out to Modelmog. Modelmog from 3, miss, but nobody blocks out Zach Dixon, and he'll get the rebound.
Man, we could have used the board right there. We finally got a miss.
Blake Smith will foul and send Dixon. He's been huge tonight.
Well, they went to him for a whole quarter there, basically.
I'd like to tell you how many rebounds he has, but he only has 5 points and 3 fouls, but he's been to the free throw line a number of times, and he has converted them. 45-32, Colby back in, as is Isaac Breyer. Churchill will go in for Creighton Knitz.
He said a lot tonight, and they've still done fine. I didn't think that would happen.
And there's probably a little thought there that let's rest him now before tomorrow night. Hard for me to say that, but the 7:04 mark, there could be some of that going through his head. Isaac will go middle, has it blocked by Dixon. Dixon saves it, Kaiser Knitz up. Churchill will go to the basket, probably traveled.
Everybody thought so, at least.
Modelmog with it, dribbles around the left side, guarded by Eckert. Hecox with it, guarded closely by Isaac. Hecox goes middle and has it stolen, and Eckert will be fouled by Bear Modelmog, his second. And Coach Knitz cannot be real excited about committing needless fouls that far from the basket. 6:37, Sterling down, still down 12. Quickly inbounds, Farney. Farney shakes it, goes against Dixon. Dixon with another nice defensive play, but will be called for the foul, his 4th. And right now they can afford to run us off the three-point line whenever they want to, because they've got him in there to protect the rim. Creighton Knitz will check back in. So much for my theory. Farney to the free throw line. He'll make the first one. 33-46, 46-33, 6:29. Moundridge, Creighton Knitz, and Leighton Schmidt into the game for Churchill and Dixon. Sterling going to pick up full court here as Farney misses it. Schmidt with the rebound. They'll pick up full court man. Kaiser Knitz, and that will be a quick foul on Farney, and that will be the second team foul on Sterling. 14 fouls already for the Wildcats. Hecox will inbounds, and Creighton Knitz guarded by Colby with his 4 fouls. Dribbles middle, Gabe comes out to double team him, and now a game of keep away is about to be played.
Don't foul him.
Skip pass to Schmidt in the left corner, and Coach Knitz will take a timeout. Didn't like the look of what he had over there. I'm going to pause now for one more final message from your State Activities Association.
In school sports, it's easy to see the wins, the moments that make headlines. But there's so much work that goes unseen for any of it to happen. My name is Phil Risen, and I'm the Executive Director of the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Throughout the country, athletic administrators dedicate countless hours to making life-changing opportunities possible for student athletes through sports. Their sacrifice is fueled by the belief that every student can grow and deserves their time to shine. On behalf of the NIAAA, we want to thank every athletic administrator for your tireless dedication to providing 7.8 million students across the country a path to a better future.
This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back in Dodge City, 6:06 remaining. Creighton Knitz can take it all the way back court. Colby will pick him up. Zane and Colby double teaming on the left wing, but he finds his brother Kaiser standing under the basket. And the lead out to 15. 5:48. Boston will go middle, shorts it, and Moundridge with the rebound. This is going to get ugly before it gets better. Modelmog from 10 feet, good. 50 to 33.
That's the only thing we can do, though.
Yes.
They'll just kill the game off.
Eckert on the right side, pulls up from 3. Short, no good. Hecox with the rebound. And now Modelmog on the right side, dribbles to the middle. Hecox now with it. Modelmog back to the right. Creighton Knitz, and he'll turn it over somehow. Riffle will end up with it. Isaac Breyer will go.
This is good by Isaac.
To the
good
basket.
By Isaac.
He'll throw it up. Hecox with the foul. His fourth foul, the 5th team foul on Moundridge, leading 17, 4:57. Isaac makes the first one. Bigley and Riffle out. Wyatt Newberry will check in for Breyer here, and Isaac misses it, the second one. Schmidt with the rebound. Creighton Knitz will bring it, looking to be trapped by Eckert and Smith. Kaiser to the baseline over to Modelmog. Modelmog surrounded by 2. Creighton Schmidt will be fouled. That was tough.
There.
And that will be the 3rd team foul on Sterling, 50 to 34, 4:44. Newberry in for Breyer. Blake Smith will foul Modelmog. Modelmog was not really balanced much, and Blake bumped him and he went down. That'll be the 4th team foul on Sterling. Hecox will inbound in front of his bench.
I guess we're going to foul him.
Yeah.
We're going to send him to the foul line.
Yeah, Zane.
That's why probably Blake fouled him.
Zane will foul Kaiser Knitz. Might be Zane's, that is his 2nd foul.
We're going to do a lot of fouling in the next 4 minutes.
Kaiser Knitz.
A lot of fouling, a lot of bombing shots.
They're not letting us bomb much. And
yeah, we're going to try to bomb them.
Kaiser rattles it all over. 34-40-51. Moundridge. Creighton Knitz out. Up 17. Kaiser will miss it. Boston will rebound and push it ahead. Boston goes middle. Floater, good.
Ooh, we got that one to go.
Be Churchill's foul. 51-36, 4:35. Gabe Riffle back in. Carson Gray out. Little offense-defense substitution here. Coach Schneider trying to get a little quicker feet on the floor to try to get some turnovers here. 4 sophomores in Riffle. They'll run their 1-2-2 press. Creighton Knitz.
Yeah, that was our chance right there.
There it was. Creighton throws it.
We got another chance.
Sterling
we
gets
got
it.
one.
Gabe with the steal, cross-court pass.
Oh, my gosh. That's when the
Farney.
turnovers have just been crazy.
Sterling will throw it away, and Modlemog will pull it out. 4-14. Just a little panic in the Wildcats' eyes, but quickly taken away. And with a
deep
14-point lead, you can do it.
Oh, no. Are they going to get a rebound on that thing? Keep fighting, Boston. Hey, we're out of there.
Boston somehow came up with it.
He's getting fouled.
He'll stop for three. It's good. 39-51, 3:49. Sterling stays in its full court press. They'll break it, and the best thing we can hope is that they'll pull it out. Creighton drives middle, goes baseline around Boston. Sterling scrambling right now.
We have to foul him.
3:30.
I mean, we've decided we're going to foul him. Let's not let him kill all this clock. Let's foul.
They're just playing keep away at the
Yeah.
top.
I mean, we decided to foul, and now we're not fouling. There we go. No, my gosh.
Kaiser will get a layup, which he'll miss, and somehow called a foul.
We got to foul him early. Let him kill 30 seconds here.
Boston fouled on the layup attempt. I didn't see it. I'm sure it was. He missed the layup. Breyer and Beagley back into the game as soon as this first free throw shot. 3:17, Sterling down 11, the closest they've been since the beginning of the third quarter. And that one is short. End of the game is Churchill and Adolph. Creighton, Knitz, and Hecox out, pulling them offense, defense as well, as they both have 4 fouls.
Oh, he missed that one bad.
Knitz will airball that one.
Yeah. I haven't seen too many stranger things happen than what happened here, but there is 3 minutes to go.
There
if we
is.
would bust a 3 here or something, you never know.
Nothing as dangerous as a team that's playing from behind. And Blake will miss that one, and Isaac Breyer
Hey, we
will
fouled
foul
early
Knitz.
on that one. That's better.
Isaac will foul Knitz in the back and court, and the parade to the free throw line begins. You know, team playing from behind, Clark, the pressure comes off very quickly, and the pressure goes to the other side to hold on to that lead.
Oh, my gosh. He looks terrible at the foul line.
He nearly shot it.
He missed it so bad it went in.
He nearly shot it to Colby. Kansas off the backboard and in. And that one's short.
Get their guy off us.
And
at least they gave us the ball.
The ball will go off Leighton Schmidt out of bounds. Sterling will get it down 12, 3:05 remaining. Breyer gets a pick, and that will be an offensive foul on Riffle, and that will be Gabe's 4th foul. So another wasted possession.
Too many of those.
Hecox, Creighton Knitz, and Zach Dixon all with 4 fouls. Check back into the game for offense here. Creighton will now have it, skips it over to Hecox, who will easily break it. He won't go to the basket, turns the corner on Gabe, kicks it out to Modlemog, top of the key.
Don't foul that guy. Foul him. He dropped it out of bounds.
Knitz will
They're
lose
giving
it.
us an opportunity to score.
you're
They
right.
really are. If we could just get one in.
Knitz will lose it in front of his bench. The coach doesn't like it, but Sterling will get possession. 2:46 down 12.
Drive
Farney.
it to the rim, Farney.
Farney will go around it.
I guess they blocked it.
Creighton comes in
I
swatting
think
at
that
it.
should have been his 5th foul.
Well, I don't know if he fouled, but he was sure swatting at it. Sterling with an inbounds under its own basket right side. Zane will throw it deep to Colby.
Good catch,
Colby nearly
Colby.
travels. Boston gets a pick from, and that will be Hecox's 5th foul as he runs over Riffle.
Riffle's feeling it too.
He can't believe it, but Gabe was actually set that time. Hecox will foul out the 2:34 mark. Sterling down 12, Riffle to the free throw line. Sterling 9 of 18 from the free throw line. 3 of 14 from 3. Shooting percentage up to 47, but Gabe makes the first one. Lead back to 11. Remember, we started this half down 9. That one's long.
We sure have missed a lot of second in free throws.
50%. Churchill's up.
Gabe's out.
Gabe will foul, and that will be his 5th foul. Did not give up the easy layup. So Hecox fouls out, and Riffle fouls out 5 seconds later.
He's had a great 2 games here.
He really has.
Oh, boy. Struggling.
Churchill airballs that one.
All right, they're actually giving us a chance. Can you believe it? We're one basket away from kind of getting something crazy going.
Getting it nervous. If your Moundridge doesn't feel good, I mean, they should. He'll short that one. Bossa
Go
goes
score.
high.
Can we not score one time? Just take it to the rack. Just go around him, Boston.
Colby will take it to the right side. 220. Go around Dixon. Reverse layup. Air ball. No good.
Not a very good shot.
And nobody to rebound. Modelmog with the rebound.
Nope. Don't foul that one. He can make foul shots.
Modelmog brings it across half court. Sterling looks to double him, and Blake will foul him at
Wrong
the
guy
half
to
court
foul.
line. 2:07 left. Sterling down 11. Too many empty possessions.
Yeah, they've given us the opportunity to get right back in the midst of it.
To their credit, they only allow 39 a game, and Sterling with 41 right now, and they are locked down defense. And Clark hit it right on the nail. Modelmog drains it. Creighton Knitz will check out. Actually, Churchill will check out.
I'm
Knitz
surprised.
will stay.
I guess there's only 2 minutes left.
Modelmog gets him
Wrong
both.
dude to foul there.
Sterling now down 13.
There you
Colby
go.
will go middle, kicks it to
Make a
Isaac.
shot.
Isaac with an open 3.
Nope.
No good.
Good
Boston
Boston
comes in and
rebound.
gets the rebound. Can't get the follow.
Oh,
Dixon
boy.
does. Blake Smith will knock it out of Churchill's hands behind. Actually, that's Adolph.
That would have been a big shot.
Would have been 152. Could have cut it to 10. Adolph into Modelmog. Breyer and Smith harass him. Don't want to foul him.
Now foul this. I'd rather foul this guy.
Yes, Creighton Knitz.
Foul that
Sue.
guy. Not Modelmog. They're killing too much time, guys.
140.
Modelmog not
with
going to
it.
give it up.
He wants to shoot those free throws. He'll dribble it out. It could be a 5-second call,
He
and
called
he calls a
timeout.
timeout.
Yeah, it's down to 133. It's hard to score 13 points in a minute and 33 seconds. But I would say they've given us plenty of opportunities.
The opportunity's been laying out there. (54-41) Moundridge. If you joined us late, Sterling has never led in this game. Closest they've been is 4-3 after Gabe Riffle made a three-pointer at the 5:10 mark, and after that it's been all Moundridge. Sterling trailed by 10 at the end of the 1 and by 9 at the half. Trailed by 14 at the end of 3.
Foul him.
With
Oh,
it.
Kobe's got 4, though.
Kobe has 4, but I guess at this point,
Yeah.
they got to catch him.
Get him, Zane. Foul him.
Zane, they have him trapped at half court. Isaac comes in and knocks it out of the way, but it will be a backcourt violation
Backcourt
after
out of
all
that contact.
But if you're Coach Knitz, you wipe that one and say we burnt 20 or 15 seconds, 122. The task at hand is not the call. The task is their 13-point lead. Colby will bring it across half court, guarded by Modelmog. Smith guarded by Dixon. Farney with it at the right. Colby from the right wing extended, rains a 3, and that will get Sterling within 10, 44-54, 112. A dangerous team is the one playing from behind.
Yeah, but not 10 behind with a minute left.
Yep, we've been behind enough to be dangerous and haven't made up for it.
It was really could have played out the way that it's often has.
Yes.
We had too many breakdowns and some offensive possessions that didn't amount to much. Turned over or shots that were crazy, no chancers, you know.
Sterling has never really been able to get on any kind of run.
We had that mini run in the first half that kid made that one floater that screwed it all up. That was the only thing I can think of. It was kind of a run.
There really hasn't been a run of. Sterling had a 4-point run to start the second quarter. Went from 17-5 to 17-9, and then after that, it's all Moundridge.
They should try not to let Monologue catch it. Like, keep somebody in front of him. They're going to try to get it to him. Yep, gave it right to him. Guess we're going to trap him.
Oh,
he traveled. Oh, my. He missed a big one there.
He did. Boston will tie up, and that will go to Moundridge. And if you're Linden, you're watching this saying, maybe full court pressure could be, don't know that they do that, but at the 1:03 left, Sterling down 10. It's going to take something extra special. Creighton Knitz boxed in the corner in the backcourt. He's stuck, and Coach Knitz will take a timeout.
Killed 8 seconds from him. Does he get another 10 seconds? He does, doesn't he, on the timeout?
Yes.
Starts back over.
They'll have one after this left. 56 seconds left. Sterling down 10. It is a full timeout. Should Sterling lose this, they will play tomorrow at 2 o'clock, and we'll have that here for you. Adolph will inbound in backcourt. Modelmog back to Adolph. High pass to Creighton Knitz. Nearly stripped. It will Boston will get the foul.
I think they bailed him out of that one. Oh, well.
I believe Boston will foul out with that one, and that'll get Blake Smith off the bench. Boston will foul out. Gabe fouled out with 11 points and 10 rebounds. Boston will head to the bench with 11 and 7. And Creighton Knitz at the free throw line misses that. This is where these 1-and-1s would be kind of nice back in the day, like last year. And he'll go 1 of 2. 50 seconds left.
We got to jack one up. Shoot it.
Isaac will go to the basket, reverse layup. Wow.
Layup.
That was, I thought he was, well, they missed it. Moundridge with the rebound. And Sterling trying to foul now and not getting it.
Well, they don't want to foul this guy very bad.
That will be a foul, probably on Blake Smith. If they weren't going to call it there, it would have been a travel.
He had to call a foul.
Yeah.
The guy got pushed.
Absolutely. 30 seconds left. Modelmog to the free throw line.
He can make a free throw.
Sure can. They've done everything they needed to do to win this game.
No basket. No basket.
Had an entrant into the lane early.
I guess.
Now, believe it or not, they're only 14 of 26 from the free throw line. So when I say they've done everything, that's not everything, but
They had some really ugly ones for a while there.
that's true. You're right. Here in the fourth quarter, Zane will go to the basket around Adolph. Adolph will block it out of bounds. He likes it, claps his hands. Unfortunately, as a coach, you're going, but, dude, you got beat off the dribble for a basket. You got lucky to block it. Colby fires something up. Isaac with the rebound. Zane can't grab it. It'll be thrown away. And he can't throw a pass to himself. That's right.
Well, it was a good call.
Yes, it was. You can't throw a pass to yourself. As what he did is Adolph caught it, lost it, basically threw a pass down the floor and recovered it. Charlie Simpson-Amy will check in for Wyatt Newberry, and he will inbound the ball with 14 seconds left. Colby will fire it up, and Creighton Knitz will foul out as he fouls Colby on the three-point attempt.
They did a good job keeping him in the game.
He did.
You know, and like you said it several times, they had the luxury of letting him sit. If he would have been a little closer,
yes,
he probably would have had to play more minutes.
9 seconds left.
But they did everything they needed to do to get the lead, and we had to scramble here at the end.
You could say he's been a nice acquisition, but he really wasn't the story tonight.
He is the don't confuse yourself.
Well,
he's the story because he's their best player, and we probably did some things so that he couldn't do as much, which freed up everybody else, I'm guessing. But it wasn't the game that he had the other time, but they didn't need him to do it.
Right. They got a lot of contributions from the rest. Colby will miss the second one. 56-45, 9.3 left. And Sterling will be playing for third place. First time in a long time that Sterling has done that. And Colby will miss the second. Charlie tips it out. Farney with it. Colby will get a fire, another one. It's short, no good. And that will be the ball game as Sterling will lose 56-45. And Bear Modelmog holds his finger up again, number one, as he did over at Moundridge. And he's right so far.
Yep, we're going to have to beat him to.
And they're going to play tomorrow for the championship for their second in a row. Sterling will fall to 22-3 and get a chance tomorrow to play against my mind is blank right now who Sterling will play tomorrow.
Well, Linden beat
Sacred Heart,
which I think is pretty good.
I do too.
So we should have a good game tomorrow. Well, we're doing a little parade here with the Moundridge kids.
So Sterling with a tough loss. The Moundridge kids celebrating with their student section.
No, I think their principal's making them take a picture. I think that's what's going on.
She is the mother of Henry Hecox. And so they'll get a picture and Sterling will fall. And hopefully a lot of you will join. And
Are we going to get a picture too?
And
we're all bringing our horns over here.
Hopefully you'll tune in tomorrow and follow the Black Bears as they try to achieve a third place victory.
Well, it's a
tomorrow.
Big game for us tomorrow.
It is. It's hard to get. It might be the hardest game ever to get up for.
Yeah, it's hard, but the reality is you still put a trophy in the case.
Exactly.
And we are not. Our case is not full.
No.
In boys basketball.
Yes, agree.
We have one trophy in our case. Am I right on that?
Yes.
So if we win tomorrow, we get to put a second trophy in the case, which doubles the amount in our case.
Well, we do have a runner-up from 1958.
It's in our case?
Yep.
Okay.
And I don't know that there's a third place one in there anywhere, but so a disappointing Friday night.
Yeah, it's disappointing. I'll guarantee that.
But
it's disappointing for us who follow them all year. It's disappointing for the parents, disappointing for the coaches, and disappointing for the players. So it's just a rough go for everybody involved. But, no more than the coaching staff and the players who have grinded for the last 4 months to play in this moment, and then didn't go the way you wanted. And you know what? That's the beauty of these things.
That's sports, isn't it?
Well, it's education.
It is.
And a lot of education is figuring out if you think losing this ball game is the worst thing that's going to kick you in the gut in your life, you're wrong. So it's a big thing for now. What's going on? Are the bands going to play a song together?
The bands are going to take a picture, maybe.
A picture?
Together.
What kind of rivalry is this?
Well,
I don't think we have a rivalry with Moundridge.
No, we know that. You said that before. That there is none.
So,
well, I would give you some post-game stats, but my stat man has just left it.
Well, they are playing together.
So they're going to play, what's this one called?
This Robin Hood Prince of Thieves, I think.
No, this is your Neil Diamond's.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet Caroline. And so we'll stop and let them play it too. I guess
it's kind of cool.
Have something to feel good about tonight.
Now the Moundridge people are good people, unless they got a great pizza place.
I think the Moundridge folk probably appreciated that more than the Sterling folk did. But
it's hard to go do something like that.
Yeah.
It's nice of probably Phil and Abby to have the, the class. Would you say class?
Yeah, I don't.
To go do that. It's hard when you invested everything in it and things don't go your way. But like we were just talking about, that's life.
Well, you have to go beat them if you want to join them, and we'll worry about tomorrow, Clark, as we'll face the Sacred
Are you going to say
Heart
we
Knights.
need to, when you say we'll enjoy this one tonight
Yes.
and get going again tomorrow?
Yes.
What do you say in defeat?
Well-
We'll cry our tears tonight and get up in the morning and get going again,
Yep.
or what do we do?
When the sun comes up, you flush it and see what kind of guts you really have if you're going to try to win this thing third place. And I've seen teams just show up in that third place game and just mail it in. And
You can't blame them either.
No, but
it's hard to do. Anybody involved, I mean, even us up here in our great broadcasting career are not near as excited about coming for third place as we would be for the championship.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But still, we've got so many thousands of you listening. We know that you'll be wanting us here. So.
Yeah, they're just running over, breaking the computer.
Yeah.
Well, that'll do it for us. I can't even tell you the final scores. It ran away from me, and my papers ran away from me, and so Sterling will lose, and they'll play for third place tomorrow at 2 o'clock. We'll be on around 1:30 for your pregame, and we'll have that for you and see if the Black Bears can flush the disappointment and grab, as Clark said, a third place trophy. So for Brian Richter, actually, that's me. For Clark Comley, I am Brian Richter. We'll say goodnight to you from Dodge City. Say goodnight, Clark.
Good night, Clark.